So with 12.6 came the ability to mount flashlights and some lasers to your helmet, but are they useful or are they simply just tactical? Stick around and find out. So let's have a look at the two different mounts that you can get. The first one here is called the SCRA, and as you can see I have a flash drive mounted to an airframe. It's actually called the Ops Core single clamp rail adapter mount. And these can take the normal flashlights, but the only problem is, as you can see here, there's no option to turn them on or off. So if you do want to turn them on or off, you actually have to take it off your headset using the additional mount and then put it onto your gun. There's also an Ops Core Picatinny rail adapter mount that also can mount the Clear 2U flashlight here, as you can see, and the other option that you can mount on top of it is the X400. Now this is a much better option because you can take these off much easier without needing a secondary additional mount. But unfortunately it struggles from the same problem. You're still unable to turn them on or off. So what you have to do is you have to put them on your secondary pistol and then cycle to the option that you want, whether it be flashlight or laser or both, and then put it back on your helmet. Now, as you can see as I'm running around with the flashlight on, you can use free look to choose where you're looking with the flashlight, which is a cool touch. However, once again, it aims slightly off center and it can become very off-putting. It also causes some sort of shadow colliding issues with your hands and can cast a shadow, making you think something's in front of you. Although this is a cool looking option for being tactical, does it actually help reduce recoil? So we're here on customs and we have an AK, and as you can see to the left side of my helmet, I have it on the laser setting. We're going to go ahead and aim it up against the wall, and for this demonstration we're going to be using an AK. Now as you guys know, lasers in this game provide better accuracy, so let's shoot at the wall with the helmet mounted laser. For the keen among you're actually starting to notice that the spread is actually wild, similar to what it would be like to shoot from the hip without a laser. So let's take it off and test again to see what it looked like without a laser or any additional lasers on. So you're seeing that's also wild and very similar to the one on the left using the mount. So you're probably starting to think that these don't affect recoil, and I've done many sprays across many walls with it on, and the truth is it doesn't affect recoil. And the hard and distracting part is the laser is always off center to where you're aiming. Once again, for demonstration purposes, we're going to be using a tac laser mounted on top of the AK here to shoot. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. You're actually starting to notice the grouping is much tighter. Although I was aiming slightly a little bit higher on this demonstration than the others, you can still see the same point. The grouping is much tighter with a mounted laser. So what's the price of these and where can you get them? Unfortunately, I found in Raid Flea, I haven't been able to find the Picatinny rail. I actually happened to get lucky and find one in Raid, but since have not found a single one listed on the flea market. As for the SCRA, well, just take a look at the prices. People are trying to charge 220,000 rubles, and I actually paid 150 for mine. So you might be wondering, well, what can they be mounted to? Well, you're going to notice that the Mark or the Mix series helmets, the LZSHs, the Fast MTs, airframe, and also the LZSH BNTI. These can all be mounted to the side of them. You can also use the Tacticool helmet, which has the side rail, similar to the Fast, and also the Gallet or the T800. Now these helmets are pretty decent, but unfortunately for some weird reason the 6B47, a very classic Russian helmet, cannot take any lasers. I tried both mounts and I also tried the different laser options. As for the ability to turn them on and off, I actually tried absolutely every single combination on how to turn these on or off. However, I couldn't find anything. I tried using the toggle NVG key without NVGs, using Alt N, Shift N, and different variants of different Shift and Alt and different keys, but couldn't get anything to work. I went through the listings and also couldn't find any keybinds for it. So at this point in time, I don't think you can turn it off without taking to a secondary, but if you guys happen to find a way, let me know in the comments down below.